Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and we've had some news about some shoes and I just wanted to talk about it. So yeah, okay, so first of all, the Trey 4, we have some pictures of that. And then we have the Fox 1s. And if you guys didn't know, De'Aaron Fox is signed with Curry brand, which is very interesting. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Because, I mean, it's I don't know, I feel like people just don't like Under Armour, you know what I mean? And Under Armour isn't super popular, but then a Curry brand, you know what I mean? That makes sense for Under Armour to do, but it's just kind of weird to be signed to a player that's still playing and you're playing against the player. You know what I mean? Like, De'Aaron Fox is going to be playing against Steph Curry and he's like, oh, I'm signed to your shoe brands. I don't know how that works, and I feel like that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I feel like if Steph Curry was retired and he still had Curry brand, of course, he probably still will. And then he started signing players. I feel like that would make a little bit more sense. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's start off with the traction for the Fox 1. And bro, I'm so sick of Flow. I'm so sick of it. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm just a hater. Look at this. It's the exact freaking same, guys. It's literally just a Curry 1 outsole, is it not? It literally is. Guys, yeah, I mean, of course, Flow is really nice, you know, the outsole. Of course, it doesn't use a rubber outsole, so it reduces weight and all that. And yeah, Flow, because of the texture, has ungodly, really just amazing stop. Just too hard, actually. And sometimes I stop so freaking hard that it hurts my ankles and also my knees, you know what I mean? Especially if you're playing on a clean court. But dust performance is just not that good, you know what I mean? Especially if you're playing on a super dusty court. If it's slightly dusty, however, it still has a really nice bite. If it's slightly dusty, I feel like it has a really good bite comparing to, like, I don't know, like a really solid bite rubber outsole, you know what I mean? It just slides just a tiny bit and doesn't stop as hard as, you know, if you were playing on a clean court, which I think is a good thing. But I don't know, what do you guys think? You know, what would you guys think if you're De'Aaron Fox? Right? And then you're signing with Curry brand. And Steph Curry's like, oh, I'm going to give you a signature shoe. And you're like, oh, that's awesome. I would love to have a signature shoe. I feel like that's like your dream. If you're like a hooper, have your own shoe. That's awesome. You know what I mean? and then Steph Curry gives you this shoe. It's a recycled freaking Curry 1 low outsole. Dude, I'd be kind of mad, man. I'd be like, yo, I want my own design. I want my own shoe. Like, I don't want a recycled shoe. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just the outsole, like, we'll get to the upper and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. What's the solution here, guys? What do you guys think? Like, with Flow, do they change up the outsole pattern? Right? Because if you think about it, every shoe ever has a rubber outsole, pretty much, right? So a rubber outsole, they're all using rubber. So yeah, that's fine. But then they all have a different design. But with Flow, they're all using Flow, which is fine. But then they all have the same outsole pattern, which is so boring. I'm so sick of it. You know, and I guess it's a little bit different though. They change it up a little bit. But look, it's just, for the most part, it's the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, sorry. I just really hate it. I really hate it. You know what I mean? So, there is the outsole there. Now moving on to the freaking cushion. I wonder what they're using. I really wonder what they're using. They're using Flow, and it says Flow on the side of the shoe. And they are recycling the Curry 1 low flow Tro. Like, look at the pattern. It's literally the exact same. Where it says Flow is exactly the same. Of course, the only difference is the heel counter, right? So the Curry 1 low, we have this crazy plastic heel counter with Steph Curry's old logo. You guys remember this logo? I really like this logo compared to his new logo. You know what I mean? Like, it's SC for Steph Curry, but also the number 30, his number, of course, 30. Compared to this one's just kind of, I don't think it looks as good, you know what I mean? Or I guess this one, sorry. And then in the Fox ones, we have like a external heel counter, but it's just a lot smaller. It doesn't go up as high, right? But that's the only difference. And then of course we have a mesh material, and yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty roomy in the toe box, which I don't like. It looks like it'll be a very soft material, but also we do have some kind of fuse, right? We have a good amount of fuse in the toe box. It wraps around the tip of the toe and also on the lateral side and also in the heel, right? So we have, yeah, we have this picture of the forefoot. Well, actually looks like a synthetic kind of suede material. And it actually looks kind of thick. And then at the tip of the toe, we have Steph Curry's logo, of course. And this mesh just does not look super supportive. You know what I mean? Which kind of worries me. It kind of worries me with that upper, you know? And then for the heel counter, we have Steph Curry's logo? What's going on? I mean, yeah, it is Curry brand, but I feel like there's too much Curry brand logos. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want your own logo? Like the Fox logo? I don't know. But on the tongue, we have his logo. And then we have this really weird kind of texture on the tongue. Very weird kind of material. But yeah, and also we have a kind of like a midfoot strap. And one thing I love about the design is kind of like a foxtail, it looks like. You know what I mean? Like at the tip of the tail or the tip of the strap, we do have what resembles like a foxtail kind of, which is a cool design. But you guys already know how I feel about straps. I don't like straps, especially one-way straps. You know what I mean? I feel like they don't do too much. We have a very high heel tab as well. I don't know, guys. I really hate it. I don't like it. Sorry. I'm a hater, I guess. But a lot of you guys seem to like it, however, which is pretty interesting, right? So for the comments, they were actually pretty positive, which surprised me a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys were saying it's the same exact shoe. Yeah, reuse Curry 1 Floetrol midsole, yes. But a lot of you guys said fire emojis. I was like, what? Fire emojis? Or a lot more love than I thought. You know what I mean? So anyways, I digress. What do you guys think? Flow, they need to change it up. They need to change up the outsole. They need to change up the cushion. You know what I mean? They need to do something different with the cushion because every single shoe literally feels exactly the same, you know? It's just not good cushion. You know what I mean? You're getting just the bare minimum amount of cushion with responsiveness, good responsiveness, pretty good core feel, but they need to do something different, please. I don't know. Just do something different. I want to see something different. A better step in comfort, you know, more compression in the heel, but improve the cushion, maybe a little bit, you know? But anyways, there is the Fox one, the Curry brand Fox one, but also now we have the Trey Young 4, and apparently this is his last signature shoe with Adidas, because apparently Adidas said they're not going to be continuing Trey Young's signature shoe line. So the Trey Young 1 was actually pretty dang popular. I remember a good amount of people playing in that shoe. It was a great looking shoe and also pretty good performer, right? But then the 2 and the 3 were apparently not great sellers, you know, and I never saw anyone in the Trey Young 2 or 3. Definitely not the 3. The 2, I saw a couple of people, but they probably bought it on sale, you know what I mean, for like 40, 50 bucks. But yeah, the Trey Young signature shoe line is not selling well, and he apparently signed a 4-year shoe deal with Adidas, or I guess like a 4-year kind of like he gets 4 signature shoes with Adidas. So yeah, this is his 4th signature shoe, fulfilling his contract, and apparently Adidas is not going to continue his signature shoe line, which, yeah, I mean, after seeing the Trey Young 4, this shoe does not look good, and the Trey Young 2 and 3 design looks terrible. The 1 look really nice, you know what I mean? But anyways, as far as the traction goes, it looks very similar to the 3, where it has like that kind of like raised kind of parts, which I don't understand, right? And also the traction, like the rubber looks really soft. And also we have a plastic kind of plate, you know what I mean? And it doesn't look full length, but it does look like it does go into the forefoot just a tiny bit. So we'll have to see on how good the traction is. The Trey Young 3 was not good. The 2 was not that good. The 1 was pretty good, but not top tier, right? So hopefully they change up the rubber combo. But I mean, Adidas has been having really good traction in all their hoop shoes, like the Harden Volume 8, the AE1, the Donju 6, the Dame 9, all have really good tractions, right? So we'll have to see it on the Trey Young 4, right? And also for the cushioning setup, it's probably using Light Strike, right? It's probably using Light Strike, but the design in the heel looks so weird to me. What is that? And they might even be using like a dual density setup or something. And as far as this overall colorway goes, this like white colorway, we have, what is this plastic or foam? It looks like foam to me. So that's probably the light stripe, but then in the heel, is that just the rubber coming up? Also acting like an external heel counter? Is that what's going on there? And also we have the 3 stripes, and then as far as the upper goes, the upper, I don't know. It looks like a prime knit, like a knit material almost. Then we have that black material, of course. It does seem to have a good amount of padding in the heel, like at the back of the shoe. The laces look very thick too, like a thick rope lace. And then in the toe box, it kind of reminds me of the AE1 just a tiny bit. You know, it has a little bit of synthetic material there. But yeah, also another thing that I noticed about this shoe is that it looks super freaking flat. And just in my personal opinion, I hate flat shaped shoes, you know what I mean? Like, I like a lot more curve here in the forefoot. That's one thing that I love about Flow, is that they have a really curved shape, especially here in the tip of the toe. Like once you put a little bit of weight here, just rocks you forward, right? But the Trey forward, it looks super duper flat. And it kind of reminds me of the Donny shoe one, which I really hated. So that's one thing that I really don't like. And also as far as the overall design goes, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like it's the worst looking Adidas hoop shoe right now. Like the Hard Volume 8 looks great. Oh, not great. It looks good, but not great. But anyway, it looks better than the Trey 4. The Donny 6 looks better. Dame 9 looks better, you know? The AE1 looks way better, so... Yeah, what do you guys think of the Trey Young 4? Do you guys like Trey Young's line? Also, are you guys sad that his line is discontinuing? Apparently. Tell us your thoughts on the Fox 1. Are you guys disappointed in that? Like I would be if I was Darren Fox and he was literally reusing the outsole, same outsole and midsole for his first shoe and my first signature shoe. I'd be like, what's going on here, right? What do you guys feel about that? And also, what do you guys feel about the Trey Young 4? Tell us down in the comment section below. But that about wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.